Yo guys, what is going on? Lucky here and welcome to a new Mythbusters episode. I know it took a very long time to make one, but that's just because I was having a very hard time finding stuff to test out in World Tanks. But with a bit of searching and a bit of reading through the comments, I have managed to assemble a nice episode for you. So hopefully you will enjoy it. And again now guys, if you know any myths that haven't been tested out already, please make sure to comment them down below so I can take a look at it for the next episode. That will really help me out. So that was pretty much it. Enjoy the video and I'll catch you guys later. Myth number 1. If a tank gets ammo racked while upside down, the hull will fly into the air instead of the turret. So as you guys can see right here, my friend is upside down at the moment. I'm about to fire the shell that will eventually ammo rack him. So let's see what happens. Alright, so clearly the hull doesn't fly into the air. And the turret also didn't move, so let's check the rack out a little bit more. So right here we flip the rack back up its tracks, and by the looks of it, it looks like the turret didn't even come off the hull. Which is quite interesting actually. So what will happen if your tank gets ammo racked while upside down? Well, nothing much actually. The turret remains attached to the hull and nothing really special happens. So therefore I call this myth busted. Myth number 2. Shells fired at close range do more damage than shells fired at a long distance. So to test this out, I'm in a Panther and I'm gonna fire 10 rounds at short range and I'm gonna fire 10 rounds at a long range, and then we will see what kind of distance did the most damage. Conclusion. If you add all numbers together, I managed to do 41 extra points of damage at long range. Which is quite interesting, but really, I don't think the range is actually a factor in the damage mechanic. It's basically some random rolls in the damage numbers that you take with every shot. So I could test this out more to do every kind of range, for example 5 times or something, to make it more accurate, but I didn't have that much time. I'm just gonna say this myth is busted, because I don't think range does matter in the damage rolls in World of Tanks. Myth number 3. The STRV 103 can be used as a ramp. So at first my friend and I thought like, fuck it, let's go all out. Let's try to jump on the Westfield Bridge using the STRV as a ramp. But this didn't go so well. So we had to think of something else. So we were thinking, what if there is some kind of small little bump or pile of rubble in front of the STRV? Maybe then it would work. So we went to Sand River because it has a lot of rocky bumps. And we set up the STRV and this is what happened. So as you can see, well, the light tank kind of went over it. It didn't really act as a ramp as much as we wanted to. But yeah, at least it's something, right? So, conclusion. I think this myth is plausible because it kind of works, it kind of doesn't work. Well, I just leave you to judge. So comment down below if you think this was a legitimate ramp or not. Myth number 4. You can use a blown off turret as a bullet and then kill a tank with it. So as you can see right here, we've set up a very nice experiment with a T-49 with the turret facing towards a very low HP KV-2. And in just a second I'm gonna blow off its turret and yeah, then see what happens to the KV-2. So as you can see in the replay, the turret of the T-49 definitely did hit the KV-2, but weird enough the KV-2 didn't lose any hit points, which was kinda strange. So, conclusion. There are two possible explanations for this. First, it's a KV2 and it has selenium armor, so nothing can damage it. Or in fact, a blown off turret has to be on top of the tank in order to do damage to it. And I think the second one is the most reasonable. So therefore, I call this myth busted. So that was pretty much it for today's Mythbusters episode. So if you enjoyed the video, please consider giving it a like. I would highly appreciate it. Also, if you're new, please click that subscribe button and comment down below what you think about these awesome myths. And then yeah, I'll see you all in my next video. So take care and peace out.